Okay, I'm back for the next video. I hope you guys haven't waited long because, yeah, this is going to be the next video on my list of videos I'll be reacting to. And this next video is going to be, of course, Ricky Gervais live. So my first ever live Ricky Gervais video. This is season 1, episode 2, Knob in the Night. But for now, let's go ahead and do a quick check on that last video that I did, which was the India video. So, does anybody have any history of anybody that has had family that goes back a long ways? I'm talking about long. I'm talking about so long that your ancestor could have been a rapist and a pillager, and it wouldn't have crossed too many people's eyes. Like that's how long I'm talking about. Back when if you wanted some shit, you just go in somebody's house and take it, and that was it. Like, it's like the furthest back my family tree goes, at least my knowledge of my family tree goes, would be a great grandparent. That's it. I don't know anything past that. What the hell is up with 7-foot goldfish? Yeah, that's about as far as my knowledge goes too. Yes, Indians are not Native Americans. All right, I'm going to end this again, and then I'm going to start it back up again to make it seem like a real reaction video. So this part will be cut out of the videos that I do end up uploading. But let's go ahead and try to do this. What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon, DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're about to watch DaVinci Reacts. This is a live stream, which is why the quality of the camera isn't as great as it normally is. I'm using my webcam as opposed to my more expensive camera because my software for editing videos is not doing well. So I can't really edit the videos right now, so I'm just going to do a live stream, and then whenever I'm able to find something that can work with me, I can probably use a free software to fix this, but I'm going to go ahead and chop it up. So each reaction that I do today is going to be chopped up, and it's going to be uploaded onto YouTube when that starts working. If you want to go ahead and get any information on when that might be working, you can go ahead and check me out on any of these social media programs or social media platforms. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter. You can go ahead and follow me there. While I'm live, who knows, I might try to do some fun stuff. So after I get done reacting to everything, I might put some polls up and stuff like that that you can go to and check out and, you know, react to, cast your votes, do whatever. And maybe we can like react to some other stuff. But anyway, this video that I'm reacting to is the Ricky Gervais Show, season 1, episode 2. So if you want to go ahead and, you know, sit around, wait for me to do my reaction. It'll be coming up very soon. So, yeah, I just got to make sure everything's running right because I'm the only person manning this. I don't have a producer or somebody in the back that's doing this, so I'm doing everything at once. And I'm moderating. I'm working the streaming board. I'm reacting to the videos, make sure that everything works fine. So I'm seeing a lot of people that normally are commenting on my videos that are in the chat, so welcome. Just so you guys know, I do look at all of my comments, so a lot of names are familiar. I've talked to a few of you guys before, and I like actually having conversations. Normally I would welcome everybody that comes through the chat, but that's usually on my gaming videos when I have less people in. But it's a lot more intimate, so I can get to know people a lot better. Let's go ahead and check this out and see what it has to offer. This video is going to be, hopefully it doesn't take down my whole stream, but you never know. Let's go ahead and check this out. Again, welcome everybody that's coming through chat. I won't be able to address everybody, but I appreciate you coming through.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little
quality's very
round-headed
low.
buffoon that is Carl
least for me.
Pilkington. All right.
Head like an orange.
Rick, you'll be pleased to know we've already had some responses, and Simon and Mark have already emailed us in this link to something that was on the BBC News website. I don't know if you're familiar
Leave
with this.
that in
but
the
it's
chat.
a remarkable
Hashtag
story.
head like an orange.
Lion mutilates 42 midgets in Cambodian ring fight. That's just the headline.
That's a hell of a headline. That makes me want to know more about
Yeah,
the story.
well, that's what a headline
That's what a
Yes.
headline should do.
Spectators cheered as entire Cambodian midget fighting league squared off against African lion. Tickets had been sold out 3 weeks before the much anticipated fight. The fight was organised when an angry fan contested Yang Shamoni, president of the CMFL, claiming that one lion could defeat his entire league of 42 fighters. Well, the fight was ended, Rick, after only 12 minutes, after which 28 of the midget fighters were declared dead, right, while the other 14 suffered severe injuries, including...
What the fuck is going on? You don't just jump somebody into this type of situation. Like, there's so many goddamn questions. Okay, first of all, you mean to tell me nobody thought that this could end in death? Were these midgets like death row inmates or something? Like, if this is just a sports league, it makes no sense why you would put them in like a ring with a lion. Why not a midget lion? Like, why does it have to be a full-size lion? And who the hell took the comments of some random person in the audience who makes a comment about, oh, well, my lion can beat your entire league? All you should have did was just threw him out of the damn conference, because obviously there's something wrong with him. The only thing that shows there's even more of an issue in this situation is the fact that somebody took him serious and actually took him up on his fucking offer. Like, come on, man. Oh my god, this is a hell of a way to start. Normally Ricky Gervais shows start off slow and then builds itself up, but god damn.
Broken bones, lost limbs, and they were basically unable to fight
But the
anymore.
lion wasn't hurt.
It would have seemed that the lion was okay.
Oh, good. Well, that's amazing.
Carl, what are your thoughts instantly?
Good.
I mean, you're bound to have a take on that.
See, what's annoying me is I've sent money to Cambodia because apparently they're hungry and haven't got any energy. So what's going on?
Well, it's much easier to fill up a midget than it is a regular Cambodian. You know, they're
I just
happy
feel
on
like
a Mars
I'm
bar.
being cheated a bit.
You were conned before with a charity, weren't you?
Well, a few times, yeah.
What about the old lady? What was that?
I got stopped, and it's like they sort of drag you in by saying, "Have you got a gran?" And I said, "No, they died." And that it's like, "Oh, did they die of the cold?" No, she's, ill. What have you? Just old age. He said, "Well, what happens with a lot of people's grans is they die in the cold, right?" So I was like, "Oh, that's bad, isn't it?" Anyway, so she's chatting and she's showing me pictures of these old women who look cold, right? Saying, "Look at her, that's Edna. You know, she's got no family. She can't pay the bills and all that."
Yeah.
For just
So
one
I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
for just
Anyway,
$1
it goes on
a
for about
day,
15 minutes, and you
you
feel
can
bad.
feed
You give them your
an
bank
old
details,
grandma.
right? And what happens is every couple of months you get a letter from Edna. Well,
Right.
it's not from her; it's typed up and what have you. But there's a picture of Edna, right? And it's saying, "Oh, this December, Edna's going to be extra cold. It's cold outside. She can't afford to pay for the heat and what have you."
Yeah.
Keep going, right? So you keep paying every month like £5 or whatever.
This is just that damn Sally Struthers shit where they like for 5 cents a day. Except instead of children, they're putting grandmas. This is fucking
Get another
gold.
letter a few months later, right? Edna's sat there.
Oh.
She's got a tan.
What do you mean she's got a tan?
Well, when they said, she's cold, I thought they meant for the heating, not to send her on holiday for a month. She sat there with a tan. I'm not joking.
Are you sure it wasn't just a sort of a slight problem?
They're cold. The only thing that can heal her
Well happy.
is
Sure
a
it
trip to
wasn't liver
Hawaii.
failure?
You see, when does it become like bad to avoid people like that?
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Because some people say you shouldn't. They're people. They're
Oh,
people
man, I'm
like
getting
us,
hot.
it's
I gotta
just had a
take
bit
this
of bad
off.
luck and
Of
what
course
have you.
they are.
Too
Yeah, I know,
fucking
but
funny.
I remember one on our estate, right? And she was a bit. What's the word that you can use? Because I don't want to offend anyone.
Oh,
But I'd say,
man.
but sort of mental homeless. Is that a term?
That's the official term.
I think that is the
new official term. It's mental homeless-itis.
Right. So she lived on the estate and what have you, and she aged.
How was
pretty-
she homeless if she lived on the estate?
Well, she sort of decided to stay around there because I think
Oh, right.
people on the estate spoke to her more than people who had money. So this mental homeless woman on the estate, and what she used to do, right? She acted quite normal, and she used to always push like a pram around with her, right? Everyone was like, she can't have a kid, can she? Right? And she was dead happy every day. She was up and down, walking up and down the road. Anyway, one day she got to walk past, right? Turned round and looked in the pram. There's a bucket with a face on it.
And Carlos is looking like, what's
Rick,
funny?
you had an
I'll
email
tell the
here
truth.
from a bloke. I think you're going to respect him because I think you can tell.
You know what? As a matter of fact, judging from the conversation we had about the 1,000 flies, and for those of you that haven't seen it, I have 2 videos. The Ricky Gervais season 1, episode 1, where he actually discusses it, and a video dedicated to him actually going to the place and seeing the flies. Everything he says now, Carl is the most creditable person in the world. I'm not doubting his story at all. If he says he saw an old lady walking a bucket, God damn it, it was an old lady walking a bucket.
Straight away from his name that he's the kind of guy you'd want to hang out with.
Go on.
I know how much you love fun people.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, and he's calling himself this, Paul the Party Animal Parker. He's emailed in. He's given himself that moniker.
Right, I assume they're in sort of like quote marks,
They're
are they?
in speech marks, yeah. Paul
Brilliant.
the Party Animal Parker.
And he's calling himself that.
Yeah.
That I can't wait.
So when you picture him, what are you thinking?
Millhouse.
Right, okay.
I think he looks like Millhouse from The Simpsons.
Yeah. He's working in sort of an IT department, maybe?
Yeah,
for a large
possibly.
organisation?
Oh, I think he might still be at school.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And this is the vital question.
Like
Do you
this.
believe him to be a party animal?
I believe him to be a party animal is as much as a man with a long scarf that his mum knitted him to look like Doctor Who can be a party animal, yes.
Do you think that when people are organising parties at his school, they're thinking the first person they got to get on the list and make sure he's guaranteed as
You've
a
got
guest
to take Paul the
is
party animal.
Paul Parker.
Because I bet he's got millions of affectations. I bet he wants to be known as the one that carries around a biscuit tin.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the scarf.
He's the guy who only ever wears bowling shoes. It's his thing. It's his thing. He's a little bit kooky, it's his thing. And it is fairly interesting what he sent in. He's found this on the web. A Serbian man who has invented a sex machine for women. And he's appealing to Western women to test his device. It runs on a 390-volt electric engine, simulates sex, and has a 7.5-inch artificial penis. As soon as I read this, I was thinking... It's just imagining there going, oh, thanks for coming in, yeah, okay. So what's going to happen is there's a penis that's going to pop out from here, and it's going to have sex with you. I'm going to stand behind the machine. I've got to stand behind here. There's a lot of dials and stuff. I don't want to bore you with.
Well, why do you have to stand behind it?
I can't. It's technical stuff. But I've got to be behind the machine.
But there's no penis on the robot at the moment. It's just a hole.
Don't worry. What will happen is I'll switch the machine on. I'll go behind, and then a penis will appear.
Will it be like a metal-looking penis?
It will be a robotic penis, but it will seem like it's a regular flesh human.
So you've made this sort of like robotic penis look really realistic.
It's really realistic. You will not be able to tell the difference between, say, the robot one and mine, for instance.
Okay, well, I don't want to see yours.
No, there's absolutely
You'd
not.
almost
I'm
be,
not come around here to have sex with a person.
you'd almost be willing to say that it's a glory how great this whole works.
You come around to test the machine.
Sorry, I
know
had
that's
to.
exactly what you're going to get.
Okay,
Like a
well,
piece
you-
of mechanical...
To a lot of people, sex is important, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Not to you.
Well, it
Yes,
serves a
Carl.
purpose.
Great observation.
What purpose?
No.
Because you don't want to have kids, so what purpose?
Just you know,
Something to do in the
something
evenings
to do, innit?
when the telly's broke.
But for years, like they've found stuff, haven't they? Machines from like Roman times that similar to that setup.
No machines in Roman times.
Like that though, the old sort of knob on a stick machine thing.
The old Roman stick. I'm sorry, but I watch Time Team every week, and Tony Robinson has never
Roll
done
credits.
that. An old knob on a stick machine.
I just think of Julius Caesar sitting down and go, okay, aqueduct, we love that. Thanks for that. Straight roads, good idea. We can see the enemy coming. What have you got there?
Well, I'm glad you've asked.
Ploncticus. What have you got there?
Asked.
Wanklicus.
What I've got here is a Yodi knob, and I've put it on the end of a stick.
Might have to censor that. I don't
Stickus
know.
Malus. Okay, well done, Wanklicus.
No.
Well done. You are my new right-hand man, as they say.
No, but they do stuff like that. You've been in the London Museum and that, and they've got sort of sex stuff from years ago. They've got like these metal pants that they used to wear.
I don't know what that is.
Metal pants.
Yeah, sort of
Is
metal.
that a chastity belt? You mean? They used to make women wear them so that they could have
when-
sex
when-
when
No,
their
but
men were up.
they had them for blokes as well, though.
Metal pants for blokes.
Yeah,
Why?
I just think they sort of like sexy metal pants.
What? Oh, I don't know what you mean.
What are you
Sexy
talking
metal
about?
pants.
Well, they'll have to look because I haven't got it in front of me. It's just something I remember seeing, some sort of sexy metal pants that I used to wear.
What are you saying? Sexy metal
Come on,
pants.
that was not British Museum, that was Soho.
No, what I mean,
That was Old Compton Street. You were looking
they
in the
always
shop
had to
window.
be ready for like battle and that, but these were a little bit sexy but protective at the same time.
I love that.
Now I've seen like
So, Lancelot, are you ready to face the Black Knight? Yeah, what do you think of these?
Huh? I just want to look good on Battlefield. Will there be women watching, cheering us on?
Well, you're not going to fight like that, are you? What about you?
I'm going to wear nothing except these sexy metal pants.
But what about your chest is exposed?
No, well, it's a good chest. I've been working out.
Yeah, I know. But what I mean is, you want metal
I've
all
actually
over.
been lifting up the round table every week. I just work out, do that about 4 times a day.
But that machine, right? Why did it have to be a woman, or could they have got a little gay fella in?
I
Let
don't
me
know.
just check. It doesn't actually specify the small print here.
I love that. Why do you want to see a little gay fella be?
I don't know. I don't want to see it. I'm just saying they're sort of more.
Carl, why do you want?
I don't wanna see it.
Why do you want to
Don't wanna
watch a
see it.
gay man get buggered by a robot?
I wasn't the one typing in gay machines on the internet finding stuff out about it.
It's not a
Steve
game
was.
machine. You just made it into a game machine.
Yeah, he wanted to pleasure women with this machine.
Oh.
You're saying, can I see a little gay fella get a robotic cock up his arse? You're the one requesting that, Carl
I don't want
Pilkington.
that. I'm just saying that.
You're the one that want to see gay men with metal stuff up their anus.
No, what I'm saying is they're more up for a bit more experimentation than.
What are you saying? Why is that the case?
see Carl could have flipped it on him if he wanted to. He could have been like, oh yeah, well what's wrong with seeing a gay person? Take that, huh? Huh, Ricky? Huh? Are you being homophobic? Huh? See? You just gotta know how to flip it. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a minute to look at chat and see what they got to say about sexy metal pants. Now I know in the past, like, they found artifacts of, like, I guess you call them marital aids. I try to be appropriate, or at least as appropriate as I can be in a video that just had a cartoon dildo. But yeah, I guess I've seen in the, like, pictures of ancient dildos and things like that. I don't really know too much about actual machines and pants.
Why? Why'd you say that?
No, just they just butt plugs and that. I mean, what I'm saying is,
What, you can't just say butt plugs and that.
I'm just saying that I reckon they'd be up for it.
What
That's
do you know
I'm
about
saying.
butt plugs?
I don't know anything about them. I just remember seeing an advert for some once in a sex shop.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, I wasn't. I was just walking past. I was walking past the sex shop and that, and
Your eyes
you're sort of
glancing,
looking.
glistening.
Why were you walking past a sex shop?
Just because I was on the way to work and that, and I passed one, and there was a little sort of one. It was open early, which I never understood. Right, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning. Right, and I
Who's
thought,
rushing out for butt plugs that early in the
who
morning,
needs
yeah.
them now? Right? But I
I
sort
must
of
get
had
a bagel and some poppers on the way to work.
I walked past it, and it had like a little post-it note or postcard type thing, and it was like, pop in now, buy an item, chuck in some free butt plugs. And I didn't know what they for. I'd never heard of them before. But all I'm saying is, I've since found out.
That's
what
how
they
you
do
reel
do
in the
with them.
customers.
What
And
do
if
they
they
do with them?
do that with them, then
Yeah.
give them a go on that.
Another email here. It's an interesting fact. I'm hoping it's true. America's first nudist organisation apparently was founded in 1929 by 3 men. Now, what intrigued me when I read that is the fact that it's clearly 3 blokes just trying to meet some nude women.
They're all 52 balding
Exactly.
with little sort of those gold-rimmed glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just wandering around, and it's all quite saggy down there, and they're just knocking on doors saying, we've just set up an organisation, it's perfectly above board, completely
Yeah.
legitimate, it's a nudist organisation. You got any women in there that want to come and join us? Because we
Well,
haven't got
not
any female members at the moment. Got any women in there interested in, volleyball or something?
I can't be doing with it, me.
You hate nudists, don't you?
Nudists. I don't understand what it's all about at the end of the day. And here's something, right?
It chafes.
Do you know, like, when you're a bloke
Clothing
nudist,
chafes.
right? Do you ever get any who just have, like, a small knob?
I don't understand the question.
What's that? What's your point?
Well, you know, are there any blokes who are knocking about who just have a normal-sized knob or maybe a bit smaller than a normal?
I will say this. I've seen like pictures and stuff of like nudist bike ride. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like y'all have seen those videos where they have like nudist events where people are like have bike races and things like that. Now, I don't go around doing a lot of what they call in prison Peter gazing, but yeah, some of them dudes. Let's just say they probably go around making a lot of excuses all day. Oh man, it's a cold day today, ain't it? Oh man, but it's brisk though. It's a nice day for a ride. Like they gotta have an excuse in their back pocket. That's what it seems like to me. Hey, thanks a lot, Matthew, man, for the donation. Now, this video isn't going to be monetized, or at least this stream isn't going to be monetized, because I don't know how it like copyright stuff works with YouTube streams. If it was Twitch, it would be a little bit easier, but hopefully they don't take the whole thing down. In case they do, I do appreciate any donation. I don't try to push it on anybody, but, you know, if you feel like it, I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, and I do take requests if you donate more than $5. So I will check that out again, Matthew, man. Maybe after I get done with the 10 videos I'm doing now, I might throw that on the end of it as well. So there's that. Anyway, let's go back into it.
Who are happy wandering about showing off what they haven't got, if you know what I mean.
I don't think nudists are just doing it because they're so proud of their knob.
No, but there's got to be a little bit of that in it, isn't there? Just saying, most blokes who, you know, nudists, they must be pretty confident in themselves to, you know. I looked once.
What? Where are you
Because
going?
it's natural.
What is this?
It's natural, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? This
As
is
a bloke.
Carl takes a sneaky look at men's
no.
cocks.
No, what I'm saying is, it's
Where,
natural.
what's this happening? You were in a gym.
No.
A lot of guys are getting changed, and you were just checking out their knobs.
You're at your bedroom window with a pair of binoculars,
No.
and there was a little fella across the road getting changed.
I was at some night out once.
Go
right?
on.
So you were at heaven, and you were in.
Carl's
in the
found
toilet.
himself in a lot of
Some night
compromising
out,
positions.
Some people come running on the stage, right? Some music started coming on, and these 4 people ran out. It was 2 women.
So you were
2
at a gay
blokes.
strip club.
It wasn't gay in that. It was just a normal night out. Well, you know, some sort of party night out.
Right.
These people come running on, right? You got 2 women, you got 2 blokes.
Right.
It was like the
whipping
cast
their
of
undies off.
Scooby-Doo.
The fellas whip their undies off.
At the same
Now-
time?
Yeah, all at the same time.
Was it like,
that,
was it like a choreographed thing?
So
Go on.
that happened, and all I'm saying is, right, before I had a look at the woman's bits, right, I just had a little cheeky glance at the fellas.
Why?
Why?
Just checking it out, just seeing is everything normal down
Why
there.
weren't your eyes drawn instantly to the ladies' bits?
No, don't believe me. I had a look at that. All I'm saying
But you
is,
went to the guys first.
just I didn't know how long pants were going to be left off for.
So you didn't want to miss your opportunity, is what you're saying? You saw a window of opportunity to see some men's bits, and you thought, I better take it.
No,
because this may never happen again.
No,
So what happened? So there's
had a
2
look.
women, 2 men.
They got-
right?
they got Carl
I
on the
don't know what
defense
sort of
on
event
this,
is where you're looking at
video a
anyone
lot.
get their knickers and pants off. I don't know why you're looking at all. So you go right. There's knickers and pants off. Right. Let's check out the knob and testicles first.
you're telling me you've never, like, when you've been in a gym or anything, you've not just sort of turned your head, had a look, and gone, all right, yeah, that's all right.
So let's just get this question right. Have we ever been in a gym and just taken a sneaky glance at a man's genitals? Is that your question to us?
Right, for me, it's the same as when you see someone who's a bit odd, 2 heads or whatever.
I'll be honest. If I was in a gym and a bloke came in with 2 heads, I'd look. I'd get a sneaky glance in the mirror. I'd go. Oh,
Sorry, but you'd look at his genitals or his 2 heads?
it's 2 heads.
Or would you sneakily look at the heads and then think, I wonder if he's got 2 cocks?
I don't have a look there. If I'll tell you what, and now I admit it, if I'm ever in a gym and a naked man with 2 heads walks in, I probably will check out the genitals as well, just to make sure that he's got 2 of everything.
Can I tell you the thing that always freaks me out? I do sometimes go to the gym, and I live in North London, and the thing that always freaks me out is if there's an elderly man, often quite
Always.
short.
Always.
I'm always freaked out because there's at least 2 I'm aware of.
They're
who've
like
got
air
very,
drying.
very large
Always.
penises. And I always find that really disturbing because sometimes you can't help but notice because it's like Godzilla coming through the change room. Do you know what I mean? So
I don't know about
that
the
I do
size or
admit,
anything.
that's
I
the
don't
only
pay
instance
attention
where
to
my
that,
eye's been
but,
naturally drawn to it.
Do you know what annoys me in gyms? Where
Normally-
people walk round happily naked all
Yeah,
the time
this.
whistling.
Yeah,
They get
this.
weighed naked, pop a towel on and take off 3 ounces.
How exact have those measurements got to be?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Pop a towel on. I mean, unless you're going on the space shuttle, I reckon you could give or take a couple of
Ounces.
stone. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely right. Well, we've put that to bed.
Carl, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
I know this is what a lot of the fans are already wondering. Is there going to be some monkey news today?
There's got to be.
Of course there is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Question.
Well, I don't want... I'm
Follow
worried
up
because
on
maybe
the
this
space
will steal
monkey.
your thunder. But Sarah has emailed this in, a chimp mauling under investigation. I know you're concerned, because this actually fuses two of our greatest features, Monkey News and Knob News, into one seamless whole.
Oh.
Investigators said they are trying to...
Well, for those of you that haven't had a chance to see the first part of this, which you should because it should be in the same video, but if you're wondering why it's separated, that is because the first part was done during a live stream that I was doing, and this part isn't. But it's still recorded in the same day. There's nothing different at all between what you just saw and what you're seeing now. I'm wearing the exact same outfit. The lighting should be the exact same. And everything about this should be 100% exactly the same as it was before. But let's go ahead and jump back into this. If I remember correctly, we left off at this point.
From their cage, this is the grim bit, the chimps chewed off a man's nose and severely mauled his genitals and limbs.
Why did they go for his genitals?
Both of them did as well.
Eh?
Both of them. Did you say two chimps?
No, you're right, yeah, it was chimpanzees too. Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, I think, well, humans, we go for the face and genitals too. I mean, if you don't know how to fight and somebody is threatening you, that's usually the two areas that you would probably go for the most. Like, I can't really think of any other spot that you would attack somebody to deter them from doing something bad against you. The face and genitals tend to be the spot to go for, and chimps are our closest relative. I believe they said chimps and bonobos are our two closest relatives in the animal kingdom. So, I mean, they don't really think too much differently from us when it comes to more primitive things. Go back a little bit.
Both of them did as well.
Eh?
Both of them. Did you say two chimps?
No, you're right, yeah, it was chimpanzees too. Yeah, I don't know if
See,
both
which
of them
one did
went,
it?
they just saw that they're dangling away and they
You
just
go
went,
for the nose?
Yeah.
I go for his bollocks.
And
Now,
then
what accent have they got there?
I
those
don't
chimps?
know.
Were they kind of New York gangster chimps? They're like soprano chimps.
what happened to him anyway?
Well, unfortunately, they were shot dead by the authorities.
You see, that annoys me a bit.
I know, well, again.
What are you talking about? They're attacking people's gonads.
If you're walking around with your dangle bits all swinging in front of monkeys, you deserve to have your parts rearranged. I'm just saying.
You see, that annoys me a bit.
I know, well, again.
What are you talking about? They're attacking people's gonads.
I know, but they were happy in an African jungle a couple of years ago.
That's what they
but
do, isn't it?
That is what they do.
But why aren't they just sort of tranquilised? Where was
Why
this?
am
Was
I
this in
being
a zoo?
accused like it was my fault? Just because I happen to be reading. Sarah, who emailed it in's the one who should be getting a
It
bollock.
just annoys me how one way it's kind of like, you know, we're trying to save the pandas, and then the next day someone's shooting them or whatever. I've talked about this before about St. George killed the last dragon, right?
No, it didn't exist.
Bruce Leroy.
No, there was never been any dragons.
No.
It's a mythical creature.
Well, you don't
By
know
mythical,
that.
it means we made this up, like the unicorn.
Well,
I don't even understand. What was your point about the dragon? What's that got to do with
because
this?
I'm saying out like,
Bruce
why
Leroy
is it
had the
all
glove.
right to be going around, going mental with a gun, shooting all the monkeys and killing them?
I
Because
saw
one
it.
day we're going to run out.
He caught
This
the
was an
bullet with
animal
his teeth.
sanctuary, though. So presumably they had quite a cushy time there, because most of the ones I've visited, they've always got it easy. They're
But
hanging
you
around
don't-
on tyres, they got comfy chairs, they're wanking. They're loving it.
But hang on a minute, you've just answered your own question there. You said they're in a sanctuary, so they haven't had a good upbringing. So they're going to be a bit more like madder than other monkeys, aren't they? Because that's where the ill ones go, isn't it? Isn't it?
Sorry, what do you understand by sanctuary?
Isn't it?
Well, I've been to one for seals.
It's not like a borstal.
Yeah, he thinks it's a borstal. He
It's
thinks
like
that,
scum.
Based on
they
context,
did
I'm
some
thinking
bad
a
stuff in
borstal
the
is a
jungle,
prison.
and they had a little monkey court, and they went send him to Borstal.
So, well, what is it then?
No, it's a monkey sanctuary where it like a haven.
Well, it's not a haven, is it? They've got a bullet in the head.
Oh, you said haven? Oh, I thought you meant heaven.
Talking of eating knobs, Carol Thatcher, you know, a daughter of one of our leaders.
Sure.
Well, you saw her in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She popped a couple of bollocks in the mouth, chewed them up, swallowed them.
Oh.
Kangaroo penis there, dried. She couldn't even get... It was so tough, she couldn't even get through it. And then she... eventually she eats
What was it, like a pepperoni?
Yeah. And she... What do you think of that, Carl?
What, eating that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
I watch it. I like those little trial bits, right?
Yeah.
But what I don't think people realise is, right, it is hard eating a little kangaroo knob. Right?
Really? How'd you know?
No, it's just, you think about it and you go, oh, I couldn't do that, right? But what they never mention on the TV
telling you,
programme,
Carl needs to
which
flip
I
it
think
on him.
takes it to the next level, right? They're eating that at like 7:30 in the morning,
Sure. Right.
which
for
is
breakfast.
worse, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was there and Ant and Dec said, right, Carl, eat the knob, I'd go, hang on a minute, give us a few hours, let me get some rice and that on my belly and just sort of fill me up a little bit more. I'll pop back at about 6:30 this evening,
Right.
have it ready. And I'd be happier then. It's just that thing of,
You
you've
just
been
don't,
at-
you don't want to eat. You don't eat animal genitals on an empty stomach.
So what are you saying? You could
I'm saying like I could eat a knob at night, but
just cut that there. We'll loop that. If any DJs are listening, just take that quote. I could eat a knob at night by Carl Pilkington. Maybe
I'm telling you, Carl, you have to flip it on them. All you gotta do is say, "Oh yeah, what's wrong with eating a knob at night? Are you homophobic? You have a problem, Ricky? Is there something you're trying to tell us?" You flip it on them.
just take that quote. I could eat a knob at night by Carl Pilkington. Maybe do a dance remix.
Yeah,
Just
I think maybe you're sort of a house producer and you could maybe get some kind of high energy beat going, and then we could just send that out to some of the gay clubs. I'm sure it'd be really popular.
Please, anyone, send us, that loop with a nice little, funky house beat. Carl Pilkington saying, I could eat a knob at night.
Rick, it's that time again. It's what everyone's waiting for. Can you do the jingle for us?
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Okay.
Right, this week the monkey news is about, we all know, like, there's monkeys knocking about that aren't happy in this country.
Sure.
Isn't they?
It is a big problem. Yeah, it's an epidemic.
So they've set up like this place.
Okay.
Where they all go. The ones that aren't happy in a zoo and what have you, it's getting them down.
They can phone a number and they'll come and pick them up.
Pop them in this house place, right? And basically, they can run riot in there.
Yeah.
To get freedom to sort of cheer themselves up. There's 3 people running this place, right? So these monkeys, big house and that.
PlayStation, anything they want.
Gym, all that lot.
Jim.
One of them wanted to mess about with the woman's breasts. Right?
Which woman's breast?
The woman who works there. Right? And she was like, right, pack it in, we've all had a bit of fun. Been in the gym and everything. She obviously, got a bit excited and that. He was fired up.
Like she's talking to some drunk
She's trying to have a go on this woman's breast, right? She was like,
Have a go.
She was like, no, you're not doing that. Pack it in and all that. The boss who's running the place was like, come on, let him have a go.
No, right, you're talking shit.
So anyway, right.
Okay. I've heard something similar in regards to like there was a monkey that I don't know if they recently died or not, but I think its name was Coco, or her name was Coco. It was like a monkey that did like sign language or something. I want to make sure I don't get it confused with Amy, the monkey from I think the monkey from Congo, right? It wasn't that one. It was the one that actually existed. I think his name was Coco, and I remember hearing stories about how Coco was like obsessed with nipples. Like she would always, or it would always talk about nipples, and they said that like it would always like grab people and stuff like that. Now it could be something that monkeys just do. I don't know. I'd have to go and re-verify my sources and make sure what I'm saying is true. So take it with a grain of salt. I will go and look up myself. If any of you guys know for sure, you can go ahead and leave it in the comment section for other people. But yeah. Apes and nipples are apparently a thing now.
No, right, you're talking shit.
So anyway, right, so he's there and he's...
So the boss says, yeah, you
the
can have a
monkey's
group.
saying, the boss is saying, let him have a go.
Come on, Rita. If Monkey wants to play with nipples, let him.
So she's like, I'm not happy with this. And he's going, come on, you know the rules here. We've got to cheer these monkeys up.
Oh, this is absolutely right.
Actually, no. And in the end, because she didn't allow it to happen, the fella bloke sacked her, got someone else in.
I want to see the advert he put in the Guardian media page. I love that. Woman wanted to let chimp feel tits whenever it wants.
Well, it's all up there.
You're talking
Save that number.
absolute
It might still be
shit
open.
again.
Well, we'll see.
That is no way that happened.
The crowd's just like, Oh, man. This episode had a lot of monkey news in it. I want to say like 1/3 of the entire episode was about monkey news. It's interesting. It gives me some ideas that if I were to continue a podcast, I already have a couple episodes that are up on my channel already. But if I ever were like to decide to continue a podcast, then I mean, well, I gotta find a format. I need something that I would be able to consistently be able to talk about, and I can't make it monkeys. I need to find something I'm consistently able to talk about and do it on maybe a weekly basis if I decided to go that route. I'm big into video games. I'm big into music. I'm big into martial arts. I'm big into exercise. I'm big into a lot of different things. So, I mean, I have a bunch of ideas of what I would like to talk about, but I just don't have. These videos don't even have a format. So, what makes you think that my podcast is all of a sudden going to come out with a format from day one? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So, I probably won't have a lot of videos out. I'll probably just have this and the Idiot Abroad. But tomorrow I will have some more videos that come out. This new format that I'm doing makes it a little bit easier to make videos. Last time I was having issues with it for a minute because I think the format that the videos were being outputted to were done in a way that the audio wasn't working. So I wasn't able to get audio in my videos. Hopefully these videos actually come out right, because I mean, I've worked it around it and stuff, but I haven't really had too much time to test it, which is kind of stupid on my part. But anyway, that's been this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. You know, I will have more Idiot Abroad and Ricky Gervais episodes in the future. This time it was just a little bit slower because of the new format that I'm trying to get used to. But everything should be more streamlined from now on. So I look forward to seeing you guys on my future videos. And until then, I'm going to give you the deuces. I'm Devon DaVinci, and you've just been enlightened. Deuces.